Hey guys, I'm Saurav, and in this video I will be talking about the Moza Mini MI mobile gimbal. Nowadays the mobile cameras are improving and you can shoot amazing crisp videos just with your mobile phone. The mobile phone I am using is the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. It can shoot 4K 60 FPS, and if you are actually matching that video quality with some motion, with some movement in your videos, you can create some really good videos. Now the thing is, when you're moving and if you're shooting handheld, the videos won't look good, and that is why a gimbal is a very essential component in mobile videography. So the gimbal which I'm talking about in this video is by Moza, which is named as Mini MI. So firstly, the gimbal comes actually in the case. It looks like carbon fiber from outside. It's not carbon fiber obviously, and inside it has good soft sponge, so your gimbal is actually safe in that case. That solves the problem. So once you open the case, you get two things, the gimbal and the small tripod. I will talk about that later. Let's talk about the build quality first. Now when we are talking about the build quality, I would rate it at about 4 out of 5. The reason behind rating me 4 out of 5 is, of course, the build quality is good. Even when it was raining, the build quality was extremely good and the motors did not fail at all. But the thing is, I'm not rating it 5 on 5 just because I have two complaints. The first one is I wish it had some kind of rubber grip so that it would become much more comfortable to hold. The second thing is the tripod that comes with it. So it is actually a kind of a three-legged thing which you attach at the bottom of the gimbal and it acts like a tripod. But I wish it would have been a bit more sturdier, because if you're shooting in the windy situations, you can't rely on that smaller tripod. You need to actually attach that gimbal to a much sturdier tripod. But overall the build quality is very good. Now let's talk about the gimbal modes. All the gimbal modes that you see in the other mobile gimbal, like if you want your mobile to be fixed no matter where you move, that is present. If you want your mobile to move as you roll, as you tilt, that is obviously there. But one thing that I actually love about this gimbal is the Inception mode. So all the modes that you see in the other gimbals are there, as I said already. But Inception mode, as you can see right now, helps the mobile to move in 360 degree and actually helps to create that circular motion. It looks extremely cinematic and it looks very creative. If you're moving forward or backward, you can create some very dynamic looking shots. Now why I love the Inception mode is because this mode is present in many of the expensive gimbals that actually are intended towards the professional cameras. But this being a mobile gimbal and still having an Inception mode is, I think, is a very good plus point. Now there are various controls on the gimbal. There are some buttons which help you actually toggling the modes, and the buttons are extremely responsive. The joystick that you get in the gimbal will help your mobile to move in the horizontally or vertically direction, and it is extremely responsive. So overall the build quality and the buttons are really good and it will help you to control your mobile very easily. The main thing about a gimbal is the stability. Now you can see the comparison between a handheld video and a video which was shot using gimbal. As you can see, the video looks much more stable and overall the stability is pretty good. So it doesn't matter what mode you're using or if you're actually using the joystick to move your mobile phone, the gimbal is very stable. The videos you can see are all shot with the S9 Plus and the Moza Mini MI gimbal. One positive thing about this gimbal is it has wireless charging. Now wireless charging is going to be useful, of course, if your mobile phone supports wireless charging, and when you're shooting, it actually is a very good positive thing. But if you're shooting at extremely high resolution like 4K 60 FPS, the battery is going to degrade at a faster rate compared to what it is charging. So at that time your battery percentage might decrease, but it will decrease slowly. So that's a good thing to have. One thing to keep in mind, that's no rocket science obviously. When you're using the wireless charging mode, the battery life of the gimbal will get affected because you're eventually using the battery from the gimbal itself to charge your mobile phone. but that's a good addition. Now when you compare the Moza Mini MI gimbal with the Zhiyun and the DJI Osmo, the thing is it's very comparable in terms of stability and build quality, but the Inception Mode and the wireless charging features is what makes it a slightly better. I think it's a very great gimbal because the price you're paying, it's what, like $109, less than 8,000 rupees. It's a very good gimbal for the price you're paying, so it's extremely worth it. So I hope you enjoyed the review and you got to know about this gimbal. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I will try to answer them. If you enjoyed the video, press the like button. If you loved it, press the subscribe button if you haven't already. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.